If you can find out what it is that you really want to be doing and just do it and just do that at whatever level you can, everything else starts to slip away, right? If you're doing what you love every day of your life, then things like your personal life and your finances and stuff, it's no longer a priority, or it's no longer the first priority. And I think that leads to a more fulfilled life, right?
The sensation of building something from scratch based on this sort of emotional connection I had, and then the idea that I could actually help others or heal others the way it had healed me, I thought this is a secret elixir, that I've just come upon.
You can't predict the end result, and that's part of the process, and that's part of the beauty in it.
I had always spent so much of my life trying to plan 5 and 10 years into the future and say, well, if I want this, then I'm gonna have to do this for that many years. And every time I did that, it really put me in a really weird position where failure was the only thing that really came from it. As soon as I kind of dropped that whole trying to plan out my future and just lived in the day, lived in the now, all that stuff started happening at the pace that I wanted it to happen at, because I focused on just doing things as opposed to the end results. You can't get from the start to the finish without running the race. You have to focus on each step as opposed to just looking at the finish line and hoping that someone will pick you up in a car and drop you off there.
We're always buying new equipment, buying new gear, trying out new tricks. The goal is you always get better.
Sometimes there's total miracles, and you're like, oh my God, dude, they just allowed me to create that and they paid for it, and that was totally my heart. Still flex my creative muscles. I can still feel alive and express myself.
I think you should always be respectful and grateful, I don't want to do it for my entire life, but as long as that lets me be creative in other ways, and I'll be eternally grateful for it.
Your career will come about, and it will happen naturally, and it will sustain you if it's rooted in a place of love. Making sure you know who the fuck you are outside of your work. Making sure you have an identity and you're standing on your own 2 feet as a human being living a human experience outside of what you do.